Welcome back. If you're just joining us, you're watching Connect. Now, just before the break, we were discussing a certain case study, what we can call the typical Kenyan marriage, and we will be able to revisit a bit of that later on. But first, let's take a look at what Gertrude has for us on the Love Tip.
Today's Love Tip is still about the case study I've given today. Now, the solution I gave this particular couple. Now, during this whole thing, the wife complained, and what really used to hurt her, what still hurts her, is the fact that the husband is not bonding with the children. I think it's because there are too many people in the house, and when he comes every day, the kids are asleep. And on Saturday, he goes to work. On Sunday, maybe he either goes to work or he rests. So he really doesn't have time to connect. Now, remember the firstborn is a son? He's very scared of the father. And the firstborn keeps complaining, my daddy doesn't like me, daddy is too harsh. The little girl, the secondborn, has found a way of manipulating the dad. And she's very brave. And when I asked the dad, say, no, my firstborn is a mess, does this and this. And that used to hurt the wife. So my solution was, the father needs to take time to bond with the son. That will make the wife happy, and at least even when he makes an effort, it will resolve a few other issues. Because like I said even the last time, when you really want to mess up with a mother, you mess up with the children. So the fact that the wife was feeling like the husband is not connecting with the kids, it really used to hurt her. So that was my first solution, because there's nothing much other than going for the medical examination and trying to relax, coming home earlier than 10 o'clock. That was actually the other solution I had given, for him to be able to rest, sleep well, wake up in the morning so he doesn't get very tired, because he was also starved for sleep. He also needed to bond with the kid, with the son. And my solution for the wife was to tell the husband what she told me. Because we sat down, the three of us, and agreed they're going because I was only pointing them to the right direction. They had to do most of the work themselves. So that's what they're supposed to do. The wife was supposed to narrate and not to bombard the husband with all that. I had number 1 up to 12 on my list, to just tell him one thing at a time. Like this week, this is what she brings. She said, okay, this was one of you remember when this and this happened, this is how I felt. Okay, the husband was not, he didn't really have to give a solution or even to apologize. All he needed was to hear, to just hear the wife say it. The wife explains how it made her feel, and hopefully by talking about what hurt her years ago. Remember, this happened over a span of 10 years. Now, we can't resolve this in a month. We are not even going to be able to resolve in a year. But the fact that we've started making a step towards resolving this particular thing, I believe there's hope. There's a very big hope for these particular couples to heal, because that's all I'm looking. These guys have to heal, and they need to reconnect, and they need to start working as a team. I believe this husband can get back up. You can imagine all that he's taking care of. He comes home to a wife who doesn't, okay, she's not really cold, but she's withdrawn. And it doesn't really matter whether she's early, whether he's early, he's late, it doesn't really matter. So at least that was my solution. Now, I want to talk to all the couples out there. If this is what is happening to you, you really need to get help. You need to get help, or you need to open up. Okay? If the two of you are watching this show, you need to start talking about your innermost feelings. It doesn't show weakness for a man to accept and say sorry. It does not show any weakness for a man to start listening or to follow, to give, to get advice from a wife. And especially if you thought she was hurting, it does not make you weak to apologize and to say you're sorry.
That was Gertrude with her love tip, and at least it's some sort of nice solution towards this couple who, at least right now, they're very, I think, estranged and really far from each other, and they need to sort of try and slowly come back.
What I admired from both of them, both husband and wife, is the fact that they want to get their marriage on track.
That's nice.
All of them know something has gone terribly wrong somewhere, and they want to get back on track, and they're both dedicated. After all this lady was narrating this and she was in pain. Her tears were even coming out. But she had decided, she had already made up her mind, I'm sticking. You know, I'm staying in this marriage no matter what. Okay, so this was a very, very good surprise, actually, for the husband to seek help. She said, I can't believe he actually called you. You know, I told, by the way, your husband has already come for the first session. And I already know, and that's why I confirmed the story. You know, this is what we talked about the last time. She was so surprised. Just that. You get? But then there was another major problem. And I keep telling couples, again, typical Kenyan marriage. I keep telling couples, finances actually break more marriages than affairs. Finances. Money. Shida na pesa kweli kweli. Shilingi ya Kenya. You understand? So part of the, what I actually concluded from this lady is, like you said, she's settled, you know, she's adopted to her problems, which will expand on that. And she was very unhappy deep down. You know, her joy, it's only her kids who gave her joy. She loved and respected the husband. She was yearning for that closeness. She was yearning to be let in, but of course the guy didn't know how. Okay. And then the other thing is, she had been surviving financially. Remember, she quit her job to take care of the kids. Between 3 kids, 9 to 2 years old, they're very young, and she needed to stay home to take care of the kids. Now, the guy pretty much did everything, including supermarket shopping, the grocery. You know, he will leave money every day, and she will have to survive with that money to make her hair and stuff like that. And then deep down she thought, okay, this guy doesn't even value me. There was this hair incidents. There was a time, because she had to go to cheap local, you can imagine Nairobi outskirts, you go to Akibanda salon, they don't know anything about chemical. She did chemical one time and her hair fell off. And she felt so bad, because she thought, I went to this cheap salon because I didn't have enough money. My husband cannot even take care of my hair.
So at this point, she was feeling like he's neglected me. There's no point, as in, I'm not even anything to him. He's just taking care of the family.
Exactly. But so she decided to cut off the hair because of what had happened. And you know, when the husband came home and she was not bald, but she had very, very short hair. He made a very bad comment, like, what's wrong with you? Why did you go? You look like a boy.
Oh dear.
That day she said her heart sank. You know, so you can imagine, she's just piling all that heart in. She can't be able to make, she used to buy, because she couldn't afford to buy her own clothes. She used to buy materials and make her own clothes. I can imagine this lady.
Her own clothes, tailor them, like proper.
Yes. But she said, I'm actually good at it, because I would make an outfit, and my friends, I'm even thinking of doing dressmaking, because my friends would say, oh, that dress is so nice.